Should sellers pay a buyer's agent? That's our topic today. We'll get started right after this. Let's talk about what's happening in the real estate market. There is a settlement, the NAR, or National Association of Realtors settlement, that is supposed to be in place middle of August. I'm Kim Ward. I am a real estate professional here in beautiful San Diego, California. My team and I, we help with homes in probate or trust administration. Sellers want the best financial gain, the best financial situation for them. And up until recently, sellers would always offer something to the buyer's agents. I'm going to refer to that something as tacos because there's rules about how we talk about money here in real estate. So big changes are coming because of the NAR settlement, and it's going to complicate things for a while. We all have to get used to this change. This change is going to affect the money for the buyers and the sellers, and it's going to confuse the buyer's agents and the listing agents. Like myself, we help sellers with homes in probate or trust administration. We are going to have to follow these new rules. As far as for the buyers, they will be able to interview real estate agents and hopefully find someone that they feel comfortable working with. What's different now is that they will have to sign a buyer's agency contract to work with a particular real estate agent. They're going to have to do this before that agent starts taking them and showing them properties. And you might wonder why? Because in that contract, it specifically says how many tacos a buyer's agent is asking for. And again, the real estate agents, they're not supposed to be showing homes until they have this signed contract. The only difference is buyers can come to our open houses or go to any open house without having committed under a contract to a buyer's agent. My team and I have always had a buyer agency contract. We feel that that makes it very transparent of what we are going to do and what the buyer is expected to do. It's a contract. We do that with sellers, and we've always done it with buyers, and it's clear transparency. The rules have always been that various parties could pay the tacos to a buyer's agent. It could be the buyer themselves or the seller or a combination of both. Probably by the time that you view this video, the new rules will be in effect. It's mid-August of 2024. And again, in my opinion, the buyer's agency agreement should have always been in effect so that everybody knows who's representing who. The one thing that's really going to affect is the multiple listing service. This is where, as a listing agent, we post the photos, professional photos, and verbiage about the property, including room sizes and everything. And in the past, in the multiple listing, we would have a percentage of tacos that the seller was offering to a buyer's agent. And once we put the property into the multiple listing service, it automatically goes to Zillow, Realtor.com, and many other online sites. What's going to be different, again, is the field in the multiple listing service that used to have tacos. And right now, we're being told that this change is going to come on August 17th. Now, it's still in progress, so that may change, but our team is working ahead of this and figuring out how we're going to handle this issue of any kind of a offer from the seller to the buyers or the buyer's agency. To go back to what was important about having that field in the MLS, it was real transparency for the agents and the buyers so they would know how many tacos were being offered or not. Now, because of this change, it's going to be much more difficult for the buyers and the buyer's agent. The reason that I believe that some type of tacos should be offered to a buyer's agent is they are bringing a ready, willing, and able buyer into a home without offering anything that would have to go on to the buyers. And buyers are having a very difficult time affording homes in San Diego as it is. Most buyers are putting down 3.5% to 5%, and then they have all the expenses of mortgage insurance, and they have the higher interest rates. Most buyers are wanting to go right back to work as soon as they close and move into their new home, and they just don't really have the funds to pay tacos towards their buyer's agent for helping them. If a seller decides they don't want to offer any kind of tacos to the buyer's agent, that is going to limit the amount of buyers that can come through the front door. And that's not what we want. Again, buyers want a financial outcome that's great, not limited. Now, to go back to how our team is going to be handling letting the buyer's agents know what the tacos are that we're offering from the seller, the buyer's agents are going to have to call our office or send us an email. And at this time, we are just going to tell them to submit your offer. The California Association of Realtors has a special form that the buyer's agent can put with the offer, stating what or how many tacos they would like to receive. Then we will go into the negotiation phase with our sellers and figure out how many tacos, if any, our seller is willing to contribute to the sale. And I believe that sellers that are offering no tacos are going to have a more difficult time getting as many buyers in the front door as they want, because that's what we want, buyers through the front door, so that we can get multiple offers, which is my favorite thing, negotiating those multiple offers for our sellers. The other thing that's a concern is that when there isn't anything being offered, then buyers may start trying to represent themselves. And I can't get into that, but that could be a big mistake and also complicate things. Think about the marketing strategy of offering tacos and how that would be a strategy to get more buyers to be interested in a particular home and an easier road to their home ownership. And the last thing is, sellers should offer some type of tacos, because that will help them to sell their home for what they really want. Highest price, best terms. Make sure that you discuss any kind of tacos with your listing agent when you sit with them for your initial consultation on selling your loved one's home. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week on our next video.